synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me, yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Austin. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
B.J. Goodson made the...
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McDonald. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Got it. Ready? 93's the mic. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Kill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is McDonald. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Josh Lambo.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Browns, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a friend.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
again. It's a give to Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Browns.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Cannon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, he's got it complete to Thompson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Out of the gun, McDonald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Jaguars.
And he'll decide. Did not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 8.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. McDonald sets to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three. No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Balaj. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now, it's Cannon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
13-all.
Built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you take, watch him learn. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Austin on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's McDonald to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run. This is Cannon. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the flag.
From the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit and now look at him go. He's at the 40, past the 20.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Austin on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Balaj. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. McDonald. That one complete. He finds Shark. There he goes left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Number 24, Nick Chubb.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And a Browns first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Intended for Austin Hooper.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McDonald. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run here with Balaj. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. They'll run with Cannon. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back. Check. Lucky. 50 wants the mic.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
19 Tiger. Watch the out. Check the backer. Check 26.
McDonald. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Switch. 36.
On first down, Cannon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And 5 at the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cannon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. First down. It's Cannon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go again with Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.